What if one man was so powerful, so feared, and so influential that his acceptance of Islam changed the course of history overnight? What if the same man who once set out with a sword to kill Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, became one of Islam's greatest defenders and one of the most respected and just rulers the world has ever known? His name was Umar ibn Al-Khattab, radiyallahu an, known for his extraordinary courage, strict sense of justice, strength of character, and unwavering commitment to truth and faith. Umar transformed from a fierce opponent of Islam into a visionary leader whose legacy continues to inspire millions of people across the world even today. This is the remarkable and inspiring story of Hazrat Umar ibn Al-Khattab, radiyallahu an, the second Caliph of Islam and one of the most influential personalities in human history. Umar ibn Al-Khattab was born around 584 CE in Makkah into the Banu Adi clan of the powerful Quraysh tribe. His father, Al-Khattab, was a well-known and strict figure in Makkah. From a very young age, Umar was trained in the traditional skills of Arab society: wrestling, horse riding, archery, poetry, and public speaking. He grew up to become an exceptionally tall man, nearly 6 feet, broad-shouldered, physically very powerful, and fearless. Before the arrival of Islam, he worked as a successful merchant and was sometimes chosen as an arbitrator to settle disputes between tribes. He was also among the very few people in Makkah who could read and write fluently, which gave him respect and influence in society. When Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, began preaching the message of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, and calling people away from idol worship, Umar became one of the strongest and most violent opponents of Islam. He firmly believed that the new religion threatened the social order, economic interests, and religious traditions of the Quraysh tribe. His opposition was intense. He physically tortured many early Muslims and was determined to crush the faith completely. When Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, began preaching the message of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, and calling people away from idol worship, Umar became one of the strongest and most violent opponents of Islam. He firmly believed that the new religion threatened the social order, economic interests, and religious traditions of the Quraysh tribe. His opposition was intense. He physically tortured many early Muslims and was determined to crush the faith completely. The turning point in his life came in the 6th year of prophethood, around 616 CE. One day, filled with rage and determination, Umar took his sword and left his house with the clear intention of assassinating Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. On the way, someone informed him that his own sister, Fatima bint al-Khattab, and her husband, Sayyid bin Zayd, had secretly accepted Islam. This news made him even more furious. He rushed to their house. As he reached the door, he heard the beautiful recitation of Surah Taha from the Holy Quran. In anger, he stormed inside and beat his brother-in-law severely. When his sister tried to protect her husband, Umar struck her too, causing blood to flow from her face. The sight of his sister's blood suddenly softened his heart. He asked to see the pages on which the Quran was written. After performing ablution, as his sister insisted, he began to read. The powerful, eloquent, and truthful words of the Quran moved him deeply. He was overwhelmed and declared, "This is indeed a noble and beautiful speech. Take me to Muhammad, peace be upon him." Umar then went directly to Dar al-Arqam, the secret place where the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions gathered. The companions were terrified when they saw Umar approaching with a sword, fearing he had come to harm them. However, when he entered and announced his acceptance of Islam, the Prophet, peace be upon him, raised his hands and shouted, "Allahu Akbar," in great joy. Umar's conversion was a historic turning point. Muslims could now pray openly near the Kaaba. His acceptance gave the small Muslim community new strength, confidence, and protection. After embracing Islam, Umar's powerful personality remained, but now it was guided by faith, humility, and justice. He became one of the closest and most trusted companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He participated bravely in almost all major battles, including the Battle of Badr, Uhud, the Trench, Khandaq, Khaybar, and the conquest of Makkah. In the Battle of Uhud, when many Muslims were shaken, Umar stood firmly beside the Prophet and defended him with his life. The Prophet, peace be upon him, once said about Umar, "If there were to be a prophet after me, it would surely have been Umar ibn Al-Khattab." After the Prophet's passing in 632 CE, Umar played a crucial role in supporting Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu as the first caliph. When Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu passed away in 634 CE, he nominated Umar as his successor. Thus, Umar became the second caliph of the Muslim world at the age of around 50. His 10-year rule, 634 to 644 CE, is widely regarded as the golden age of early Islamic governance. Under his strong and wise leadership, the Muslim empire expanded at an astonishing speed. Muslim armies achieved decisive victories against two of the world's greatest superpowers, the Sassanid Persian Empire and the Byzantine Roman Empire. Major victories included the Battle of Yarmouk, the conquest of Damascus, the fall of Jerusalem, the conquest of Egypt, and large parts of Persia. Within just 10 years, the Islamic State stretched from North Africa in the west to Persia and beyond in the east. His 10-year rule, 634 to 644 CE, is widely regarded as the golden age of early Islamic governance. Under his strong and wise leadership, the Muslim empire expanded at an astonishing speed. Muslim armies achieved decisive victories against two of the world's greatest superpowers, the Sassanid Persian Empire and the Byzantine Roman Empire. Major victories included the Battle of Yarmouk, the conquest of Damascus, the fall of Jerusalem, the conquest of Egypt, and large parts of Persia. Within just 10 years, the Islamic State stretched from North Africa in the west to Persia and beyond in the east. However, Umar's true greatness was not only in military conquests, but in his exceptional administration and justice. He established a highly organized system of governance. He created the Bayt al-Mal, public treasury, introduced regular salaries for soldiers and government officials, set up proper courts, and appointed qualified judges, qadis. He divided the empire into different provinces and appointed governors with clear instructions. He also introduced a strict system of accountability. Umar would personally monitor the governors and remove them immediately if they showed any signs of corruption, injustice, or luxurious living. He introduced many important reforms that changed society for the better. He established the Islamic Hijri calendar, which starts from the Hijra of the Prophet, peace be upon him, in 622 CE, and is still used by Muslims worldwide today. He built canals, improved roads, constructed rest houses for travelers, and encouraged trade and agriculture. Most importantly, he created a comprehensive welfare system that took care of the poor, widows, orphans, the elderly, and even non-Muslim citizens living under Muslim rule. Umar's humility and sense of responsibility were legendary. Despite ruling a vast empire, he lived a very simple life. He wore clothes with patches, ate simple food, and slept on a mat. Foreign ambassadors who came to meet him were shocked to see the ruler of half the known world sleeping under a tree without any guards or luxury. His authority came from justice and respect, not from fear or wealth. There are many touching stories about his care for the people. One night, while walking the streets of Medina, Umar heard children crying from hunger. He discovered that their mother had no food. Without hesitation, he personally carried a heavy sack of flour and oil on his back from the public treasury to their house. He cooked the food himself and stayed until the children were happily eating. When a companion offered to help carry the load, Umar replied, "You will not carry my burden on the day of judgment." He was equally strict with his own family. When his own son once committed a mistake, Umar punished him in the same way he would punish any ordinary citizen, showing that no one was above the law. In 644 CE, while leading the Fajr prayer in the Prophet's mosque in Medina, Umar radiallahu anhu was brutally stabbed multiple times by a Persian slave named Abu Lulu'a, Firuz. Even while injured and in pain, Umar remained focused on the future of the Muslim community. He appointed a shura council of 6 prominent companions, including Uthman ibn Affan, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Abdurrahman bin Auf, and others, to choose the next caliph. He passed away at the age of 60 or 61 and was buried with great respect beside Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu in Al-Masjid an-Nabawi. More than 14 centuries have passed, yet the legacy of Hazrat Umar ibn Al-Khattab radiallahu anhu continues to shine brightly. He was a warrior, a brilliant statesman, a just ruler, a reformer, and above all, a sincere servant of Allah and humanity. His life is a powerful example of how true faith can completely transform a person. From a fierce enemy of Islam to its greatest champion, Umar's journey teaches us the importance of justice, accountability, humility, courage, and compassion in leadership. His story is not just about power and conquest. It is a timeless lesson in character, responsibility, and righteous leadership. Millions of people around the world still look up to him as an ideal ruler and a role model. May Allah be pleased with him and grant him the highest place in Jannah.